Located between the Connecticut River and the White Mountains, Dartmouth is famed for its Ivy League status, small class sizes, extracurriculars, and rich tradition of Greek life. If Dartmouth is at the top of your school list, we've got you covered, so stay tuned as we dive into exactly how to get into Dartmouth College. Nadine here with Quad Education, helping students get into their dream college. So, how can you get into Dartmouth? First, let's look at the most recent class profile information so you can see how your stats compare with those of accepted students. This is the first step in understanding how competitive you'll be as an applicant. In the most recent application cycle, Dartmouth received around 30,000 applications and extended acceptances to around 1,800 students, making for an acceptance rate of about 6%. In terms of academic profile, 95% of the class represent the top 10% of their class. The mid 50% range for the ACT is a 32 to 35. For those that took the SAT, the mid 50% range for the SAT math section is 730 to 790 and 710 to 770 for the critical reading section. 50% of the class comes from public schools, 32% from independent schools, and 12% from religious schools. In terms of geographical distribution, the class comes from all over the world. 17% are from New England, 20% from Mid-Atlantic, 8% from the Midwest, 18% from the South, 19% from the West, and 18% are international students. Let's switch gears now and take a look at what you actually need to apply to Dartmouth. You'll need the following 6 items. Number 1, the $80 application fee or fee waiver. Number 2, a completed common application. Number 3, the Dartmouth Writing Supplement. This gives Dartmouth a better idea of how you will fit into the Dartmouth community. There are currently 3 required questions. The first 2 questions require you to introduce yourself and discuss why you want to attend Dartmouth. The last question isn't as straightforward. You'll have to answer one of 5 questions which mostly revolve around a quote. For example, one of these questions states, Dr. Seuss, aka Theodore Geisel of Dartmouth's class of 1925 wrote, "Think and wonder, wonder and think. What do you wonder and think about?" Number 4, you'll need your secondary school report with your transcripts, school profile, and counselor evaluation. Number 5, you'll need 2 teacher evaluations. Number 6, your ACT or SAT score. Dartmouth doesn't have a preference for which test you take. Keep in mind though that Dartmouth is currently test optional, but be sure to refer to their website for the most up-to-date information when you're applying. So we know what you need to apply, but what is Dartmouth actually looking for in applicants? Well, Dartmouth prides itself on its holistic admissions process. This means that every item of your application matters and no one area is enough on its own. According to Lee Coffin, Dean of Admissions and Financial Aid, your application materials should address 3 important questions. Number 1, are you ready for the curriculum we offer? Number 2, are you prepared for its rigor and fast 10-week terms? Number 3, will you thrive in classes that are small, highly interactive, with engaged and curious peers? So in short, are you and Dartmouth a good fit? Now, I want to talk a little bit about what you can do to increase your chances of acceptance into Dartmouth. The very first thing you can do is to submit a peer recommendation. Most of the top tier colleges do not allow students to submit peer recommendations, so this is one of the most unique aspects of Dartmouth's application process. While not required, the peer evaluation, according to Dartmouth, is strongly encouraged for us to get a better understanding of your interests and character from another perspective. So you could have a classmate, a friend, a family member, a teammate, a coworker, anyone basically who you consider to be a peer could write this recommendation for you. The second tip I have for you to increase your chances of acceptance is to attend the interview. The only interviews Dartmouth offers are alumni interviews, and not every applicant will be asked to interview. Now, although they are optional, we strongly recommend attending and taking the time to speak with alumni. Your interview provides you with an opportunity for alumni to get to know you and for you to get to know Dartmouth. Think of the interview as a professional conversation where you're learning as much as they are about whether or not you'd be a good fit for each other. Before your interview, make sure you prepare questions for your interviewer. The Admissions Ambassador interview is a great source of information about life at Dartmouth and the alumni network. You can brainstorm questions about Dartmouth by researching the school, and you can target your questions to address your specific interests and academic goals. For example, if you want to major in English, you can inquire about the school's literary magazine, their networking opportunities with publishers, and more. Asking thoughtful and specific questions like these will demonstrate your passion and what you want from your education. Alright, thanks for tuning into this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for all the latest and greatest on the college application process. Cheers to your success!